Okay, so what have we got? We are late for work this morning because we forgot we were supposed to be in the office. So we're in a situation now, right, we're going to go to the middle of this lane. We see that guy there. We're going to see which one is better for us to filter. I'm actually liking this side, it's a bit more room. But that learner driver is directly behind the car. I don't want to be in that position because if someone comes steaming up the back there, he's going to get sandwiched. I'd rather be in between two cars, so if one car does get smashed, he's going to get pushed past me either side. Or I can get out of trouble quick in this position. Now, even at these lights, I'm not relaxing. I'm constantly looking behind me. So again here, bus driver, we need to get quickly in front of that bus driver before he puts us in a difficult situation. That car is indicating right. This one has just got flashing lights on, so it's a wide load. So we're going to give that plenty of space. I don't know what the hell he's carrying. Lights have gone green. We're going to the A12. We're going to nip in front here. Change the gear. We're ready to go. Get yourself in a better position actually soon. We'll stay in this lane. No point in changing lane on the roundabout. But then we'll see. That Tesla decided he wanted to move over, so we'll get ourselves in a better position. So here we're going to go a little bit through here, nice and slow. Then we're going to have a look at what the gaps are like up here. I think we're good all the way, to be honest, but now this truck is moving, will be moving. I want to get in front before it starts moving. And now this traffic's come back down to a bit of a standstill. We need to really get ourselves in a better position, and our better position is here. Not so much with that bus, but let's hold back just here. Let's make our position a bit more vacant. We can't go on the inside. It's likely we can't go on the outside, but we'll check. So from here, I'm actually going to go in this lane, come back over, and moving myself in between again to this position. Down the middle looks lovely. The left hand side is an easier option, but you are prone to people getting out, especially at standstill traffic like this. There's a station up here. People might decide, oh, you know what, no, passengers I'm talking about, not car drivers, don't leave their car there. They might decide, oh, you know what, I'll walk from here, this is taking too long. And they'll just randomly open their doors on that left hand side. So when the traffic is really stationary and you've got a nice gap like that through the middle, my option is to go to the middle. I may switch at some point, but it's going to be safer for me to go through the middle of cars. I know it sounds weird, but curbside is not the safe option. So we've got ourselves a bit of a problem here already with this Volkswagen Transporter. So now we could go around the right hand side and then come in front, but we're just going to stay here. It's moving a little bit. Hopefully we're going to have some nice people up top here that they're going to give us enough room. It looks pretty good, to be honest. It looks pretty good. As it's creeping like this, we still got to watch out for these little gaps that people might want to decide to switch lane and turn into. We're looking for road surface which is slightly uneven. This surface at the moment, it's kind of a little bit concaved. Is it concaved? The right word? Concaved. Concaved. So here is a problem. So we need to get out that issue quickly. Get around between these two cars, and then we're good for a bit. We're looking for the gaps again. We're looking for people steering, road position. Need to get through here a bit quicker. There we go, because otherwise that gap was closing. And we're back in here again. Pedestrians is always going to be a big one, especially when we've got trucks, buses. They get off the bus and they run across the road because everyone's stopped and they don't look. So I'm ready here, buses, a little bit slower. Even here where I can't see left and right because of the big vehicles, the vans, the trucks. Dogs barking, distracting people. Right, taxi's done me a real nice one there. This truck is a little bit close, the Tesla's a little bit close, but we've got room, we can weave a little bit. Now this is a problem up here. So you see where this bus is. Now what we want is the right hand lane to move a bit first, so we can squeeze through there. I could, but it looks like the left hand lane is going to move first. So I'm going to take this option by going in here. And am I going to be able to get through there? No, I'm not. So what I'm going to do in this situation is I'm actually going to come down this side to the lights. The lights are red. And as we get past these lights, I'll probably then move back to the middle. But this looks pretty clear as well. But again, there is a station up here. People could be getting out their cars, so I need to be really careful when I do this. And this, for those that don't know, this is a ACL cycle lane, not a MCL. An ACL has hashed lines, and that's an advisory cycle lane. An MCL, watching for vehicles on the right here as well. No one turning, we're good. An MCL, where are you actually going, mate? I don't actually know where you're going, and I'm in a box junction, so I need to move forward. Are you going that way? Can I just get in front of you? You don't even... No. Okay, you're going to be like that, are you? An MCL is a mandatory cycle lane, which means you cannot enter that unless there is a sign up to tell you what times it's active. But mandatory cycle lanes are usually active permanently. I've got loads of room here. If someone does open their door, I'm ready for it. And you can see that when someone that are a little bit closer, I am actually going back as well. I'm ready on the front, I'm ready on the back. I don't cover my front brake. I prefer to reach for it because then I turn the throttle off automatically. For instance here, emergency stop, grab. The throttle goes off and then the front brake's on. But I talk about that in, I think, riding position. I talk about how I have my hands in that certain position that closes the throttle off first. Little rev now and again, just to make sure people are looking. Again, this is the danger area. Cars, what are you doing? You're turning that way, okay? You're a U-turn. Pedestrians. Cars may be distracted by women. You know, it's all things like that. This car, last minute, no, he's good. I've picked a particular busy day and time. Usually I'm out an hour and a half before this, but I forgot I was supposed to be in the office today, so I am running a bit late. But that's all good. Now, these cars usually jump the lights, which has kind of happened there. I want to get on the outside a little bit. I'll just make these lights as well. So we're coming round here, and then we can move over as and when we want. And we indicate to let people know we're turning, and then we turn it off now because we have to go this way. And now we're doing 36 in a 40, so we're okay for now. No need to filter too much. We can if we want, but now we're doing over the speed limit, so is everyone else. So, hey, this guy can see me on this ring mirror on the right hand side, and possibly the white van can see me as well. So I've got a bit of notice. I'm going to use the tunnel to my advantage by giving it a little blip. And then I'm going to get it out myself, out that danger area. This middle of the road here is horrible, so you want to try not to filter on that too much. We're looking at gaps, we're looking at wing mirrors, we're looking at possible cars switching lanes. I'm going to move into this lane for this section of the road. I do think there is a... Is it this one? No, it's the next one. There's a speed camera somewhere at the entrance to a tunnel. Again, use your advantage. Noise. He knows now. He can see me. He's in a good position. Do I want to overtake on the turn? Not usually, but he's done such a good job that he's really helped me out. He's made that an option for me to take. Merging traffic, they're coming in on us. What do? We move over to this lane for now. We move here. We get in their wing mirrors so they can all see us. This guy's starting to brake. Must to be a speed camera coming up at some point. Let's move into a safer position, which is here. Ambulance ahead. No one on here. Get ourselves back into a safer position. This is much safer. I know we're going over the speed limit, but we're in much safer position now. All we have to worry about is this car or emergency braking ahead. Now we don't have to worry about that car. We get ourselves in a position where this car can see us, and as we overtake, we move a little bit more. We come back into the middle now, so other people can see us. This van, hesitant. I'm being hesitant here, because this van, he knows I'm there. He's a good man. Oh, you're a top man. Thank you, mate. But that white van didn't have a clue. So we want to be in a position where at least one of the vehicles that we're passing between knows we're there, if they're moving at a substantial speed. If they're not moving, it doesn't really matter as much because they can't go anywhere. Make sure, oh, there's a big old pothole there. I want to make sure this guy knows I'm here. Oh, he's moving over, he knows I'm here. I love drains in the middle of corners. Got to check that. Is this an ambulance or a police car? It's an ambulance, but we're alright. We're only doing a little bit over the speed. But now we can calm down a bit. We don't need to be speeding here. We've got a nice open road. This is a safe place. Let's try and stay in this safe place for a bit longer. Oh, double merger. Look at that. You sandwich between those ones. You wouldn't want that, would you? So that car's getting over, which I assume is going to get over twice. And we do have a 40-mile-an-hour check here, so we will slow down. Nice safe position again. We'll hold this position for as long as we like. I'm actually turning off in this lane, Stratford, so I'm not going to get over, but I am going to ensure maybe this Prius wants to get over, but I want to get the driest possible path through that puddle. Looking for people joining this road. We're good, which means I can now move into this lane, which is usually the emptiest lane, because most people are turning right up here. The ambulance may have caused a little bit of disorientation with the vehicles, so they may be misaligned a little bit, which they are, which means I'm not going to be able to get through the middle there. And the ground is a little bit uneven as well, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold here. Going through that gap there is no big lifesaver. I'm watching for cars coming up behind me to see if I need to make any evasive manoeuvres. Silver cars change lanes. I think that's an X5 coming up on the right hand side. That's a Range Rover. Okay, he's good, he's stopped. Ambulance hasn't got his lights on, so we don't have to do anything there. We're all good to go. I'm actually going to start moving, and I'm going to now move over to this lane. And I will stay in this lane rather than filtering, because I see that Honda was indicating left there, which means he wants to turn off straight up. So we don't want to get in the way of that, because we want to carry on going round the roundabout. And we will tell people that by indicating. I am actually going to go on the inside. Okay, thought the lights changed, my bad. Now up here we've got a bunch of bus stops, which is usually quite a busy area, and then we've got the flyover joining as well. and all in the joyous 20-mile-an-hour zone from here on out. This is no good for me. That guy's got his window open so he can hear me, but he couldn't see me. This guy's braking, we're checking behind. That guy's indicating right, so I don't want to be filtering here, because he's obviously in a position where he wants to do something. That Tesla's not going to let him do it, because that Tesla is edging forward now as well. I'm just going to stay back out of the trouble, because there's obviously something that's going to kick off there. If that guy tries to go for it and the Tesla does it, and look, the Tesla's blocking him. He can see the indicator on his wing mirror, but the Tesla's decided to punish him for being in the wrong lane. So we'll just hold back. We'll see what he needs to do. I don't know where that indicator is signalling. Are you trying to get in the right hand lane, or what are you trying to do there? So they've literally just switched positions after that. So the Tesla could have just let him go, really. Now, the roads here are very narrow. For us, this is not ideal. And there's some big vehicles up there. So what we want to do now is we also want to get in the right hand lane. We can filter on the inside, and I know if I stayed there I would have been further up, but I've got a feeling that we're going to get some serious blockage as soon as that Tesla has to stop for the bicycles. So that car behind is going to have to stop, and this is where we're going to start taking over again. Now we're in a position, if we want, we can slip back into that left, but I see a lot of people going all over the shop up here, so I'm going to stay in this position on the outside of the right hand lane, because there's a lot of people like this guy emergency braking. There's a lot of people just stopping, mate. I don't know what's going on, but that was kind of my fault. Should have held back a bit more, but you're always ready for it, so it's not a big issue, and you're only going 20 mile an hour anyway, so again, not a problem. Here's a great time to overtake. Looking at a junction though, there is a junction. If someone hits me, it's partly my fault because I'm overtaking on a junction, just remember that. And there's a police vehicle up there. He hasn't got his lights on, so I think we're in a position where we are good at the moment. Hopefully this truck will be nice to me and not crush me. And make sure we're moving. Filtering. I'm going to go on the inside lane now because there seems to be a bit more opportunity. Red lights here. Is it the JCB that's causing the issue? I don't think it is. Maybe it's the JCB. I think it's just traffic this time of the morning. I don't think there's much opportunity to filter here either. I really want to get in the right hand lane again, but I've got a feeling that there's these cones coming up soon. So for me, this is a bit of a crappy place to be. Can't see anything behind this truck at the moment because of the positioning. We are going to have a look now. There is room for movement very quickly. But not much. There's a bus there, we can't do anything, we're pretty much stuck here. So this is the end of our filtering for now. Even if I did get through there, I don't want to be in front of that JCB because I'm sure his brakes are not as good as mine. And I don't fancy that cutting me in half. So big vehicles stops the fun, stops the play for today.